Namaste, I'm Dr. Justine Lemos. So cleansing has become quite a fad recently, and I find in my clients that people are feeling like they should cleanse, that they need to cleanse, that it will be beneficial to their health. And so I wanted to talk about the Ayurvedic perspective on cleansing and when it's appropriate and for whom it's appropriate. Because I often see people who are driving their health imbalances, their wellness imbalances, their mental imbalances, their stress through improper cleansing. So Ayurveda is the science of life. It's a system of wellness that has its origins in ancient India. And Ayurveda includes many different methods of cleansing the body when gunk, when impurities, when what we call ama has accumulated. And so cleansing is a large part of Ayurveda. However, cleansing is always done for a particular individual's bio-individual blueprint. It's never given just as a group cleanse. You would never give a cleanse for hundreds of people to all do because they're very different. I am very different than a 250-pound man. I need different things to cleanse my body than someone else. And we need to be very aware of, is cleansing actually needed? Is it useful? Oftentimes, people are so energetically depleted and they think that they need to cleanse, and then they cleanse and they feel somewhat better, but then suddenly their energy crashes again and they think, oh, I need to cleanse again. And so it becomes this yo-yo cycle where they never actually establish more energy. So we need to have enough energy in the body, enough strength and enough sustenance to actually cleanse if that is needed. We also need to look at some markers of whether cleansing is actually relevant, useful, and needed. Generally, cleansing is only given for people who are adults and under 70, and perhaps even under 65. It's considered to be that the body is too fragile after this age and we don't really need to cleanse. Now, secondly, we need to determine, is there a need to cleanse? And one very easy way you can determine if cleansing is needed is by taking a look at your tongue. Doing a tongue examination about 1 hour after you wake up in the morning. If the tongue is very coated with a heavy white coat that is difficult to remove with a tongue scraper or the back of the spoon, it is likely that you are accumulating what we call ama, undigested matter, in the digestive tract, and it may be a good idea for you to cleanse. If you are significantly underweight, it is not good for you to cleanse. If you are pregnant or nursing, there is no need for you to cleanse. If you are chronically fatigued, this chronic fatigue may come from metabolic waste, ama, or it could just come from intense depletion. If you've just been through surgery, it is not a good time to cleanse. If you have just been through emotional trauma, the death of a loved one, it is not an appropriate time to cleanse. Instead, in all of these cases, we need to nourish the body. The body often needs heavier food, and I see people taking a raw diet or a very light diet or just eating salads or just eating shakes, just eating soups, and there's just not enough. The body needs more to light up and to have its energy come through. So adults under the age of 70, checking the tongue. Is there a heavy coating on the tongue? If there is, it is likely that you have developed some metabolic waste, some ama. There can also be stiffness in the joints. There can also be brain fog. These are all signs of ama. Also, constipation can be a sign of ama accumulating in the body. Now, the most reliable way to determine if you have ama and need to cleanse is by going and getting your pulses taken by an Ayurvedic practitioner, having them look at your tongue. That said, you can do some self-assessment as to whether ama is accumulating. Now, the second thing we need to talk about is what type of cleansing is good for you. Many adults who are eating a healthy diet, and by that I mean organic diet, not heavily processed foods, lighter meat, not very heavy beef, etc., but fish, chicken, mainly vegetarian diet, don't need that much cleansing. And they could do a 3-day to 1-week khichdi fast. Khichdi is a combination of moong dal and rice that is cooked with spices to give the digestion a break. They could combine that khichdi with a hot water routine, sipping hot water throughout the day to stimulate the tongue and drive out some of the impurities in the digestive tract, and they'll probably be good to go. We also have pitta cleansing with aloe that can be incredibly useful for hormonal balance, especially in women. And then there's more intensive cleansing called Virachana. And this is a castor oil cleanse that we use over a period of a week to really clear out the colon, the gallbladder, and the whole digestive tract, the small and large intestine. And this is really useful for people who need a deeper cleanse, who have accumulated a lot of metabolic waste, and it's useful for especially heavier weight men who tend towards high blood pressure and heart troubles. And I've seen a lot of rectification of these difficulties with Virachana. If you're interested in any of these processes of cleansing or more information on Ayurveda and Ayurvedic cleansing, please let me know. Namaste.